the South. Ain't got really feel me. Feel us. East Coast feel me. Feel us. West Coast feel me. Say what?
What's up, y'all? It's Kaya. I am back to go over this week's episode of All American Season 6, Episode 10, Mass Appeal. At this point, I've stopped rating. Let the season end, and then I'm going to go back and try to rank my top 5 out of the season. I don't think this is up there, though. But it was really good. Better than last week, I think. Which, sorry, no shade to the 100th episode. I liked you. But I do feel like this one here, I liked a lot more. Let's get into this week's episode. Let me know what your thoughts were down below. Let me tell y'all, no Patience storyline this week. We got like a little tiny mention of it. I said I would take that. He said, Kaya, we heard you. You said you needed a break. We're going to give you one. I was like, thank you, because there's so much other stuff I can be focused on. And I was. Patience wasn't there. Patience is still MIA. Chelsea girl, where you at? I don't even know. I don't know what's going on, my girl, but she ain't been here for a minute. I don't want to get back to your story, though, until I see you. We ain't going back there until you come back. Sigh of relief I let out when I realized we was not going there. It was a good day, y'all. It was a good day. Also, hold up. Season 7. We're getting season 7. The best news, giving me the best day. People keeping jobs out here. People still employed out here. Congrats to everybody, the cast, the crew, because it be hard out here, y'all. Shows, they don't be lasting like that. And when you do be lasting, it take a lot of hard work, dedication, everything. We get in season 7 though. My people, please. They coming back to me. You know what? Ain't no doubt in my mind. I can understand if not everybody could come back. I'm not asking for all that if I can't have it. Because come on, I get it. Can we just... I just need my people back. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. We get another year. Let's go. Every week they be, not every week, but just about every week, it feels like they be trying to make me cry. Something be going on that be tugging at my heartstrings. Asher has never gotten it, but Cody, you know what? We ain't even using your show name. We using your real name because Cody, my man's, your performance. Asher this episode, who's avoiding these calls from Coach Montez, Coach Mr. Montez. Because he's leaving Coastal and he's going to a career working for the NFL. He's having a hard time processing with him leaving, especially after the way he had to lose Billy so suddenly in the past. Also because when we look at Spence and how he lost Billy as well, and because of who Billy was to him, this father figure, this mentor, and he was ignoring Billy's phone calls because they weren't on the best of terms. So now after losing him, he had to deal with that guilt of not answering those calls, of feeling the regret of not having that final conversation with him, of not fixing things with him before he died, and just connecting back to who he was as a person to you. In a lot of ways, Asher, he's dealing with a very similar situation right now with Coach Montez because he's not exactly a father figure to you, but he is to AJ. Come on now. But this is your mentor. This is someone who you looked up to this entire time. Someone who's been your person. Especially going from you thinking you'd be able to play going into the NFL and back when you were in high school, having that dream cut short, and now having to make that career switch here. Finding someone who inspires you, someone who pushes you and believes in you. Now it's like you have to say goodbye to that person before you're ready to say goodbye, before you feel like you're ready to move forward without them. That's the thing too, because it's not like it's been years since Billy died. So his death is very much still fresh for all of them. I'm gonna touch on Wicked Suspense as well, because they're all still young. They're adults, but at the same time, they're fresh adults. They are still just getting into building these lives for themselves and trying to get through life without Billy, trying to figure out life without Billy. It's like you're starting all over again and having to figure out how to move on. You're also not in school with your boys. You're not living with your boys anymore. So much of your life has changed, and it's gonna be a hard adjustment for him to figure out where to go in this new phase of life. Cody, this call, when he finally does go, and we see Coach Mrs. Montez, I was like, girl, where you been at? I miss this lady. She dropping off the chain to him. She seems so sweet, so nice. But the phone call, because we lost Kamar last year, who plays Coach Mr. Montez. Cody's performance, my man, you took it. It was so genuine, so heartfelt when you're like laughing and trying not to sob at the same time. So it's kind of like you're just choking on your tears. And he was choking. And the music playing to the empty office, and it's just him just standing here leaned up against the desk. And then to have him just going on this whole time, there weren't many breaks until he was getting towards the end of his conversation. So it's him just showing how much he appreciates him, of how much he meant to him. To have this conversation, to watch this conversation, no. And then when he says, I know you're moving on to a better place, Cody, my guy, I'm so happy they also put this at the end because it was a perfect way to end the episode. It was a perfect way to say goodbye officially to Kamar. And just to see him, who at the start, he started out really light, you know, with everyone in the kitchen and smiling and everything, to see it gradually transition. It was like a slow transition to the all happy and fun. And seeing him and Jaymee together out trying to enjoy their time, but seeing him ignore these calls the whole time, to having that conversation with Liv where it's like, you really need to deal with this because if you don't, you're going to regret it. So now having to have this conversation at the end that it's you're facing it, you're facing your fears, you're saying a proper goodbye. I lived in every second of that phone call because it was so good, y'all. It was written so well, directed so well. The way he starts out just pacing around the office before he just settles against the desk and he's just sitting there on the call. I went from Asher going into Jaymee, and then we're just gonna phase our way into Jordayla because it was all connected here. We have Jaymee, who we saw before. She took this job, corporate job, because she wants to provide for her family. She needs more time for her family. But now she's missing who she used to be. She feels like she's not really herself. She's not complete. I was like, girl, I can see that because honestly, in recent weeks and everything, y'all being parents, it's been hard. You can see she's kind of losing herself a bit. She's losing her identity. And I was like, we don't need patience part 2. But you can tell she misses her old life. She misses how she used to be. And it's not that she can't have that. It's that she is struggling with trying to work it into this new reality of hers. And also, Jaymee is not no corporate girly. I used to love me some Jaymee. I did. Now when I be seeing her, I'm like, all right, what you complaining about now, girl? Like So then we see her this episode. At the same time, Jordayla, we at the top. Jordan comes up in there. My man, he always in the cast. He know he love messing that arm up. He comes strolling up in there with his woman, right? She looks so good. The half up, half down with the curls because they said, yo, he loves springing them curls. We gonna give you that today. And we got it. The yellow, she just looked like sunshine. Come on, sunflower. I don't know where they was coming from. I wish we came from that place with them, but we didn't get that. On the other side of this island, Joy ain't playing no game. The way he's getting on everybody at this island, because pretty much everybody there. Maybe AJ over there, you getting it too. Because why none of y'all RSVP for my lady brunch and y'all knew about it? He is sticking up for his woman in her business, in their business. It is their business because whatever's going on with her, he knows about it. He gonna be about it. This man is straight grilling them. He is going in and she is just sitting there. She's trying to throw her little 2 cents in every now and then. He's like, nah, babe, I got it. He said, my lady don't need no stress. This is a big event she got going on. She got so much other stuff that's going on too that she needs to be focusing on. So, you know, I'm gonna help her focus on this right here. He is seriously interrogating each of them from Spence, his own mama, getting on his own mama. The fact that he's getting on his own mama about his woman's brunch is crazy. Some of them got excuses. Spence, he gotta go. He gotta head out to Indiana. We got Mama Laura. She's dealing with the case over here. That was a little mention we got. And Liv Girl, who originally did RSVP, is, even him still getting on Liv. Hey, hold on, because we got Liv who did RSVP, but he said you ain't even do it properly. You ain't go to the proper channels of RSVP. You see me as the one that's taking over this thing right now, right? And then we see where it leads to. My man, he gonna send his woman on a day. You take this day for yourself, boo. But before we get there, he getting on his sister. But then we got Jaymee and Asher, who they got baby AJ. Anybody gonna be here to watch baby AJ? Liv Girl, baby AJ ain't feeling her. Liv Girl said, nah, I gotta make this connection. Everybody else got this connection that I don't have, and that just it don't sit right with me. It don't sit right with my spirit. I gotta fix it. She offers up her services so that way Jaymee and Asher can have a little date themselves, have a little date day. She know what those feels like. It's been a minute since they probably had one of those themselves. It's the shade of everybody looking her way, but her man and her brother are the ones actually voicing their concerns about the matter because AJ can't speak for himself, so they like, nah, we gotta be AJ's voice right now. So Liv takes this as her opportunity to try to bond with AJ while Asher and Jaymee gets to go to Layla's brunch at Layla's, right? We at Layla's. Nor I be seeing you. I see you in the burgundy. I see you in the blue. I be seeing you in the yellow. It was my man's with the cast on. My man's is wounded. He is slightly broken. And he got the cast on, but the jacket is just thrown over it. How you wounded and still look this good? How you carrying yourself this well wounded like that? He said, because my woman. It's my woman. She make me this way. He comes strolling up in there on the side of her, right? Because he see what she doing, baby girl. We didn't get the baby girls this week, but I really, in my head, all them babes was baby girls from him. But then at the same time, they had my girl throwing the babes right back at him. Babe, you've done everything you need to do. The place looks great. You done fixed all the tables. I done touched. I said that makes sense while my man's over here using the expensive champagne and the mimosas. He been messing up from the very beginning. It's the thought that counts. It's the fact that he's trying to help his woman out so she could just go focus on this other stuff, because she's telling him how she got these assignments just coming back to back from her therapist, right? Because the therapist really trying to help us get down that aisle. I appreciate you, girl, but at the same time, you kind of stressing my girl. Okay, hold on too, because now that everything's out here with her depression and her back in therapy, the fact that she just be having these normal conversations with him talking about therapy homework so freely and willingly because she wants to, because it's her man and he is here for the journey. He's here every step of the way to help her through it, to help them through it, because they're a team. She's telling him here how she has this assignment right now that she's stumped on, which is why she's trying to just focus on this brunch, because that's something that she can control and that she knows she can work towards making sure it's a success. He is just focused on his woman. Yes, he wants her business to be successful. He wants his brunch to be successful, but that's an area that he can help in. So he telling my girl, you take a day for yourself and you go focus on yourself. You focus on what it is you need to do to clear out that block. Basically, the way she did not put up a fight for her man, she looked a little questionable at first. She was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, me and my one arm, we really think you should go. Boo, we got you. So you go, do what you gotta do, and we're gonna make sure this place is a hit. We're gonna make sure this brunch is a hit. I love that he just wants to make things right for her. He wants to make sure everything is right. He don't just want to make sure we focus on one thing and then put that other thing on the back burner. No, we could kill two birds with one stone. I'm gonna focus on this because you've already done most of the work. You go focus on you and go work on your homework assignment and stuff. I thought I was in the clear. I really did. Because I get where this led us to. I get that. Let me tell y'all, because I just rewatched Day Ones, and every single time I rewatch it, I'm just like, oh, it's coming, and I don't want it to come, but I gotta listen to it. The song from her mama, I'm not taking that song. It is terrible. At this point, it may seem like I don't even like her mama because I'm getting on her music. I'm getting on her wedding dress. That's not what it is. Her mama just got questionable choice, even in men, which is crazy because look at Layla. My girl be looking good. She got the good man, amazing man, her man. And I'm just like, are you sure that's your mom? Your mom might still be living, Layla. Y'all should have seen my face last night because I said, ain't no way they're playing this for me again. So they got my girl working on her list of struggles, right? And this too, I said, thank y'all. Because I know we've been dealing with a lot of stuff. She got the lounge that she's been building up and everything. But she got artists. She got a record label. When's the last time we done got my Jordayla up in the studio? It's been a minute. And y'all really playing with me out here because y'all know they used to live up in here all the time. Like baby steps. So they had her come back up in here right now so that she could just connect back to the place that pretty much started it all for her. So my girl on her list of struggles, y'all see my man Jordan was on there, right? Fear of losing Jordan. I was like, girl, that is not gonna happen. And then patience and the lingering doubt with that. Don't even worry about it, Lily. Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. Mama Laura and Coop over here working on that. You got other stuff going on. Talking too much, talking it out is better than keeping it all in. So you just need to put that stuff out there and really share how you're feeling because that's the only way people are going to understand and know what's going on is if you talk. If you're just holding it inside, we ain't going to get it. So just put it out there. Put it out there. We'll take it. Don't worry about it. The things like fear of marriage, fear of becoming like her mom, which have been constant struggles for her this whole time. But the great thing is that everything on that list aren't things that are still completely holding her back. It's things that we see her actively trying to fix and make better and take off of that list one by one. Nothing on that list is at 100% as her struggle. It's gotta be between like 30 to 40% max. They don't have these very strong holes in her to where she feels trapped to stay in that place, which is why we see my girl's able to start doing her successes towards the end because we're leaning more towards that at the top of her success list. At the top of her success list, but before we get there, right, we back at Layla's. They're struggling at Layla's. From the second they showed Jaymee sitting there though with Asher, and you could see her just like glancing around and looking, and I'm like, yo, she really about to work here. I thought she was gonna work there or something. I said, you got a promotion. All it took was Layla girl seeing this girl work for like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And she knew. She good at that. She good at spotting talent. But it is Joy. Before we get Layla coming back to her spot, my man Joy is just trying to hold down the fort. Hold down everything without having to call his woman because he can handle it. So he think. He trying his best. Come on. Bartender done quit. It's Asher and Jaymee just sitting here watching it all. Asher, you ain't doing much. Asher just taking it all in and just chilling with it. Jaymee though, she hops on up. Jaymee gets into action. We see Jaymee behind the bar, moving around the whole place. Jaymee is directing people like she a boss because she about to be. Even directing Joy on what to do because this is something she's passionate about and something that we can see she want to get back into. And the fact that Jaymee the whole time is not trying to take over things. She's just trying to make it successful for Layla. She's also saying how much of a success it is, even when the problems were happening. Just seeing everyone around and seeing how everything looks and how everything has come together for her. I love that they just made Jaymee so happy about just being present and being there with them, but also just focusing it more so on how happy you can see this makes her, this environment makes her, and how much she loves this work. So we get Layla now who calls Jordan because, yeah, she stepped back, but at the same time, this is your business. This is a big event that you were putting on, and she wants to see how it's going, how things are coming along. And then she find out, she hear from her mans, things sound a little cray-cray over there, like it's kind of going off track there. But he's telling her, boo, don't worry about it. We got it over here. We getting things under control. She relinquished control for hours. She did. She stepped back for a couple of hours there. And now she's going in because there was a small problem. Her bartender quit. That's a big thing. It's a brunch, y'all. Drinks should be flowing. Gotta be coming out like that. So what's going on? I need to go check it out. So she went back over there, right? She sees it's kind of, this is when she gets the glimpse of Jaymee. She's like, oh, hold up here, because things, alright, it looked like the fire had been put out before it even really started. Then she offers Jaymee the job. She said, I see how much you love it. I can see how happy this makes you. It don't make me this happy. I do it because I gotta do it. And the fact that she has all this going on for herself, but she was still able to just look and see Jaymee's excitement, to see Jaymee's passion, and she could feel that coming off of her, and just the way she was working around the room. I was like, yes, girl, come on and give this girl a job. And Jaymee turned it down. Jaymee said no. I was like, no. She just needs some push. Jaymee, girl, go talk to your baby daddy. Go have that conversation, girl, because ain't no way she turned this job down. She's like, no, I really think you should do it. I know you're worried about me and our family, and you're trying to be supportive of me and everything that I have going on, but I don't want you to lose out on your dreams, to lose out on what it is you want to do. She was not trying to take away everything that made him fall in love with Jaymee in the first place. Her charisma and her drive, her perseverance. And that's not saying that he gonna lose love for her now, but he also don't want to be the reason that she's not following through on her dreams, and she's losing a piece of herself because of him, because of this family that they're trying to build together. He wants them to both have the things that they want to have in life. And when he met her at work, y'all. He was on it up in that restaurant. He said, that looked like my kind of woman right there. He want that woman back. We don't want you out here just settling for this corporate job when it ain't even what you want to do. And she was like, you know what, boo? I got you. I'm gonna go tell her, yeah. I'm so here for this friendship, by the way. In the very beginning, I was like, I love how it seems like Jaymee and Layla are the closest. Because they are, y'all. It's always seemed like Jaymee has made a point to seek out Layla and have these conversations with her because she's felt this close connection to her. And also to have like these kind of small looks where you can kind of read each other and see how they're feeling. So now her making her the manager of Layla's is no surprise, because you've built this relationship, you've built this connection with one another to this point where you know her. You can trust her enough to lead your business, to manage your business. And I love that Jaymee has this person. Like, it wasn't that, oh, I don't know about working with Layla. I don't want her to get mad if I like screw something up. No, her main thing was her family, wanting to be there and provide properly for her family. And also because he said no and left, and when she came back, Layla girl just turned around all happy and was like, she wasn't upset. She ain't even questioned or anything. It's Jaymee coming back, and Layla girl just turns around and she is just like, are you ready to take the job now? Like, that's it. You ready to tell me yes? She was so confident and so sure. She knew this girl was going to be making her way back there. She knew she just had to go talk things over with her man. And that's the thing, because look at where it leads us to. This relationship right here, and this working relationship, is going to be so good and fun to watch. Don't even play me AA, because y'all better give me some more of them together, right? Jaymee has one main condition though. This is how you know they are girlfriends. This is how you know they close, because the fact that you could tell her, you just gave me this job, this management job, and you're paying me well, and I'm gonna need you to fire your man. I'm gonna need you to tell your fiance he is no longer welcome behind the bar. I knew I loved this girl, because the fact that you could tell her to go fire her fiance and she don't even question you, she just goes and she fires him. This is why this episode is up here too, because Jaymee done made things happen for us. Jaymee done brought us back to the studio. Thank you. I appreciate you, because we in here. He is just sitting here. This red dress on her, bomb. She looks so good up in this dress, and he is just sitting here once again with his little cast, y'all, just chilling, laid back on their couch. My girl is looking at him with all the love in her eyes. The way she just be looking at this man. When they were at that island, y'all, the look she was giving to him, undressed. I said, Layla, y'all got like 8 family members around this island. And she like she was ready right there. She said, Dag, how long the doc said until it's properly healed? You know, we could probably work around that. We could definitely work around that. The way she was looking at him then, she is looking at this man even more so right now in this studio with all the love in her eyes. Why? Because it's her list of successes. She fires her man. He was a little hurt by that. But she soon follows it up with what he means to her, because this man is an incredible human being. He is an incredible human being. She is, oh, I tell y'all, these words, they just be coming out of them. She shows him the list, y'all. He is at the top of this list. Did we expect anything else? It's no surprise that my man made #1 and he is just eating it up. Locking me down is a success. It is the way she just looks down, put her little hand up here by her neck, and he has her blushing so hard right now. Jordayla's at the rest of the list, right? We see producing on there. My girl want to start producing. This is where it starts to make sense. This is where I'm also like, I'll accept your mom's music because you said it's helping me. She stepped back from the label because of everything that happened with Patience. That never even crossed my mind, y'all. I didn't even think of that, because the whole time I'm like, yo, it's not like she don't got no artist. It's not like she ain't got no studio. We don't be seeing none of this stuff the whole season. We're dealing with her depression. We're dealing with her opening up this new business. Now her opening up that new business makes so much more sense. Hey, y'all good. That's the thing too, because it made her list, her having this lingering guilt over Patience getting stabbed and everything, even though it's not her fault. But Layla now working on her problems, going to therapy, dealing more on her own personal issues and how to process those things. It's helping her to open up more. And it makes sense why it's now that she is ready to step back into the studio, really, and step back into music. It is a passion of hers, and it is something that she truly wants to focus on. The lounge was just something that she opened as a new business, which is why she told this girl, you know, I'm not really passionate about this. I feel like you could do a much better job. It was a complete step in another direction from music. Now something that she really had to build from the ground up, that would take up a lot of her time and energy and also distract her from having to deal with her own personal issues. So now we're really getting somewhere, y'all. You know what this means? This means we're about to get a wedding soon, because homegirl is getting back in the studio. Her man is welcome back in the studio with her, because we know he ain't been there too, because if she ain't been there, he definitely ain't been there. But now we get them both. Y'all, we getting a wedding. He is just sitting here looking so proud, a proud fiance, soon to be proud husband. And she is just feeling proud and happy for herself, because this is what she wants to do. This is who she wants to do it with, sitting right across from her. I was like, this better not be the last of it. Next episode, yeah, better have me right back up in the studio. I don't even care. I can never get tired of this place. They're not getting tired of it either. Now they really want to see it, because I ain't been having them up in there. Now I'm wondering too if we're gonna have Patience coming back into the studio trying to make new music, because we haven't been seeing her, or if it's going to be Layla welcoming new artists in to build up the label again, because it's kind of died down a bit, while Patience is dealing with the trial and everything that's going on with Miko. I would prefer that rather than Patience coming back with new music. Now, oh, hold on, scratch that. I do want that. That's what I want. But next episode, no studio. Because they're taking me back to Crenshaw. You know what? I need to spend all my time up in this school right here. I will take the whole time up in Crenshaw with my people. So that's all right. If we don't get them in the studio next week, you bring it to me the following week. Actually, no, hold on. Give me my Jordayla at Crenshaw, and then at the end, because we just gonna follow all the way through, we back at the studio once again, like how we were prom, because they ended up at the studio. Only then he couldn't make his way all the way in because we had a distraction. But now he gonna be up in there because he's the fiance. He's the soon-to-be hubby. Yo, I'm gonna hype myself up, because they ain't gonna do me like that. They gonna give it to me how I want it. So let's go. We got Spelivia now. Live girl, had baby AJ all day. The way this baby, I said, I don't know if they just put the camera on this baby at the right time, or because y'all know they be switching the babies out. Nah, this one gonna give the attitude right here, because this baby was given. This baby made me feel like they did not want to be held, did not want to even look in the direction of the girl, and she felt it too. In my head though, I said, yo, they really trying to set us up here. They really trying to make us see how great of a mom she would be, because yeah, she's struggling right now, but it's the fact that she ain't never give up. She was not letting up. She said, I'm gonna keep trying until I get this baby on my side. It's not like she ain't like kids. The baby just didn't like her. Just seeing her trying so hard, I was like, girl, I could really see you with kids of your own. I could see you in Spence with kids of your own, and that's what we're gonna be getting to right before we get there, because we ain't even getting in this episode. We ain't getting in no time soon, but that's alright, because we was prepping for it. Poor baby AJ just trying to spend the day with him. His parents is out, but that baby That baby want to be where his parents is at. We get the video call from Asher and Jaymee. Liv Girl is the one that hangs up the call. AJ is not having it. And the fact that everyone knows about it though, I said, Dad, why you making it seem like she just don't be knowing nothing about this baby? Because even Mama Laura was like, did you push the red button? How Liv Girl know about that red button? I bet you everybody else knew. The thing is, like I said, it's not like she wasn't trying to connect with AJ, how she wasn't feeling AJ. AJ wasn't feeling her. So I feel like she would know these things about AJ, like, oh, he needs to push the button. I wasn't buying it. At the same time, we have her man Spence. My man is well on his way to the NFL. He going to the NFL Combine. The top with him and his moms and this man and the props that he's giving his mom. This is when you know you've been held down all your life. But she has been his rock. She's been there every step of the way with him. He would not be the man he is today without this lady sitting right here. You could tell she don't be hearing it that much. Like, yeah, he feel it. He know it. And he truly appreciates her. But you know, he's not sitting here every day telling his mom how much she means to him, how much she's done for him. Because he don't see her every day. But when he do see her, when it is important, when he feel like he should be letting her know, and when it's time for other people to know, because you ain't gonna sit here and really question me about how I got to this point while I'm sitting next to the reason why I got to this point. So I'm gonna let you know that the reason why I'm even to this place is because of you, my lady, forever my girl. With Liv. I mean, he gets to Indiana, and it's going well at first. They're talking to him. He sees Darnell. Darnell's back. Darnell is here. Darnell got the cornrows. Now they start bringing up his past, bringing up some of his darkest moments of him quitting these teams and trying to make his way back. It's like, so are you a quitter? Losing Billy. It's easy, I feel like, for people to say, oh, prepare yourself for anything, and you're like, all right, cool. I could do that. Now you're in the moment and things seem like they're going well. It seems like they're not going to ask you about anything else. You're asking me about football. You're asking me about like what my dream has always been. You know, what do I love about the game and stuff. I can answer those questions. It's easy that way. But then midway through, you just switch conversation topics and it turns to a lot of the negative things in my life that I'm not trying to go back there, or I don't really want to think about in this moment. And because it catches you so off guard, it's hard for you to recover from that and find a proper way to answer. So you go on guard, trying to protect yourself, protect your feelings, protect your mental. And that's what he was trying to do. He wasn't prepped for that. And I was like, you know what, my man, it's all right, because we're going to come back. This is not going to be the end of it for you. So he goes and he meets up with Darnell again. I love how throughout it too, they had Darnell popping in because it's like this piece of home for you. You're not completely at ease, but it's this constant here of someone who does know you. And they're trying to be a positive influence right now on you in the situation that both of you are having to go through together. I love it, but it wasn't enough. We're talking to her man. She could tell something is off. This don't sound right. This don't sound like you. It sounds like you're going through some things. Side note, because Mama Laura, I was coming for you in the first half of this season. I know she loved the kids, but she's always just there for problems, and it doesn't seem like she's focused on what they have going on now, really, or what their interests are, what they're just dealing with overall in the moment, unless it's really an issue that's going on. I'm sorry. I apologize. I truly do. You gave them letters, you gave the book, and she's been constant. She's been here. It's not just the negative things, it's the positive things. Just there in the beginning about the brunch. She was there when Liv Girl was struggling with baby AJ. I did go back. I watched season 5, second half of it, after your man's died, girl. And I knew you was going through some things, but you was still there. And I rewatched this season. It was just the early half of this season. You know what really did it for me? Why I really felt this way, I feel like, is because they didn't give me you reacting to this proposal, this engagement, and everything going on. I didn't get much of a reaction from that. I think that's really what it was for me. But you know, you are there. You were very much present here for your child, Liv Girl. You gave some great advice because it got us to her going to see her boo. And she popped up. The look on his face. I said Spence. She came to see us. She came to see us. The gums. Yeah, I know she gets the gums. The gums is gumming. They're gonna make things better because she ain't got much going on back here. She needed a little break from AJ until she could like go fix things with him. She said, you know what, let me go see my man because at least I can go help him with that. I know I can be successful in that. I said, yeah, girl, you can. Get her laid up in bed with him, right? The speech she gave this man about just trusting in himself, about sharing that piece of himself, because it's his experiences, it's what he's gone through, it's what he's had to deal with. It's what makes him real. It's what makes him genuine. You don't have to see it as a negative thing. You can see it as something you've overcome. Just take it and move forward with it because look at where you're at now. It's still leading you to where you need to be in the end. Let people see you the way that I see you, boo. I was like, ah! It's pouring into her man, feeding into her man, and him just sitting here laid up. He's so relaxed because he just spent the whole night with her. Have that reassurance and to know that she came all this way to see you, to help you, because she heard over a phone call that you were struggling. Girl booked the first flight out of there. The first flight she could get. The braids again? Last time she flew to her man, look at that compared to where we are now. I mean, it's been seasons. We're in season 6. It's been a whole life lived in between that time frame. They have moved in together. They are fully, completely, madly in love. They're building a life together. Back then, it's like, can we even have that? You walked away from the situation not knowing where you two were gonna go from there. You knew you had these feelings, and now you get to fully give in to those feelings, give in to one another. Last time she left him, down. He just went down. This time she left him, he went up, Went back in them interviews, and yeah, they're still hitting him. They hit him with the hard questions. They're hitting him with his past. But it's not like it was before. It's needed that push. The push to know that what you've gone through, yes, there have been many, many struggles, and they could have broken you, but you didn't choose to stay broken. You chose to pick up the pieces. You had the people around you helping you put the pieces back together again. And now those people are still very much present with you. The people you've lost are still very much present with you, just in a different way. Look at where you're at in this present time, in this moment right now. Look at who just left you. And at the same time, my girl now goes back to AJ. This also is not going to stop me. I'm going to take another swing at it. Go all the way over here and help your man, and to come back up and still persevere in this situation over here. I gotta give it to you. See AJ coming around to her, to see her smiling with him and everything. I said, yo, she really could be a mama. Like, I could fully see it. I've imagined it before, but to actually see her with the kid, I'm like, I kind of wanna, I love the love that y'all have for each other right now, you and Spence. Just this two-person thing here without an added baby to it. I love seeing the baby over here with Asher and Jaymee. But this was making me, I was like, girl, you look kind of cute right now. Did you imagine her own little baby running around with her and Spence? See her just smiling with AJ and feeling a relief of having this connection now with him, of him liking her. I found my own way. I found what works for me. It's the thing too, y'all, because on top of her man struggling, on top of her being there for her man, on top of the AJ situation of trying to connect with him, she also still dealing with her book situation and her publisher. Now homegirl need a new publisher. Now, the way she was dealing with all of this and how it led to her now wanting to do a children's book. Unlocked. I didn't even know she was locked. She looks different. She looks more confident, more sure, happy in love. Everything about Live Girl right now, I'm eating up every second, and so is Spence. My man Spence came back and he met her at Jaymee and Asher's place. And him just laid up with her and them just sitting in this moment because of after everything that they've been dealing with this whole time, of her coming to see him fully appreciating that she came to see him and knowing how big of a thing that was. He was like, nah, we ain't even gonna brush past that, boo, because you flew thousands of miles to come see your mans. I was like, she did. But to see how comfortable they are, to know AJ was in the back sleeping, I said, that could be y'all baby. That's gonna be y'all baby someday. To know that they're just sitting here relaxed because they've both now had success. Just to see how they're there for each other, to how much they care and they want to be present. It's like you don't have to struggle on your own, because even while he was going through his things, he still was giving her advice. A journey? Come on. Season 3, that was just the flight. That was the flight when she went over there. But take us back to season 1 to where we are right now with them in season 6. Insane. And they're in such a great place. I like that too, because it seems like all the couples right now are in a pretty great place. Patience included. Like romantically, yeah, they're doing pretty fine. We have all of our couples in these relationships that are moving forward in a positive direction, and I love that for us. We're gonna see where this leads to, because we have a few more episodes left in this season. I feel like we've already had our struggles in the first part of the season with the relationships. Are we getting back together? Are we staying together? To now we are all officially in our set relationships, to us just having to work out the little kinks that's going on within them. And that better be the rest of what the season is, y'all. Don't play with me. Hey. So that is everything for today, and I will see y'all all next time. Peace.